So
sick. Well, tell me what's going on.
yeah, so we've been doing the contact form prospecting, hitting that super heavy.
How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
Yeah, what do you get?
We in the last week and a half, we've put in 23 people into our pipeline.
Cool. That wanted screencast.
Yeah, and we actually didn't build out a website. We're just doing the message on the contact forms for now.
Okay. So you're not even giving them a downloadable guide or anything. You're just yeah. You're just straight hitting them with the message.
Completely, and then we've had a lot of good responses from that.
All right. Show. Can you share your screen and show me the message that you're sending out?
I actually copied it word for word from the one that you had.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, right. I have the exact same message.
Okay.
So it's just, saying that we can get them better qualified and the first leads coming in. We've been going across a multitude of different niches.
Okay.
What I've been doing is just using Ahrefs and finding low KD search terms. So I've been prospecting in ones that future on, if I wanted to build out a lead gen alongside these SEO clients, I definitely could. So that's kind of been what we've been targeting as far as who we've been reaching out to. But as far as once they're saying yes to the attack plan, because I'm using the same email with screencasts you provided when I'm sending out these screencasts.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm getting a lot of yeses for attack plans. But I guess at that point, I don't know what our process should be. I've sent out a couple where I've had the prices on that attack plan. And then I set up a phone call and kind of go through that with them. Mm-hmm. I've had one where I haven't sent out any prices and just the attack plan, and I haven't really heard anything back on that.
All right, so let's flip it. So right now we used to do this at the attack plan, right? We used to do that, and we got quite a good response. And the way that we were doing it, just so you know, Larry, is that we were saying, hey, let me know if you want an attack plan. And this is after the screencast, right? So at the end of the screencast, you're saying, hey, let me know if you want to know more. We can put together an attack plan for you. Well, we build out a proposal in Proposify. Okay. Uh-huh. And it had like all the slides kind of showing them all the keywords we'd target. And then at the end of it, they'd sign that proposal and then it would take them right into payment from there on Proposify. So that they could fill that out. And then we were just hitting follow-up with them every day of like, hey man, seen you looked at the proposal or looked at the attack plan / proposal. Why haven't you purchased yet? What's holding you back? What's going on? And then I build their dreams with them to get them to fill that out and move forward.
Okay. So on that attack plan though, you are putting the prices and stuff into that. So
it's on the backside. So the attack plan, when you use Proposify, they don't get the pricing until they sign the proposal. So they're already pot committed by signing the proposal to move forward. So they don't actually see the prices until the next step. But that's not the way we do it anymore. We're shooting a screencast, and right from there, we're saying, hey, let me know if you want to know more about this. So at the end of the screencast, hey, let me know if you want to know more about this. You can reach out to me here and here. And then the people that reach out to us from there, we jump them on either a Zoom or just a straight phone call, and I get their credit card right there. Hey, man, we can get started on this right now. Looks like you need a new website build, or it looks like we don't need a new website build, but our setup fee is $1,000, and then it's going to run you $750 a month, but you're going to get leads on day one. So let's get going on this. You know what I mean? And that kind of stuff. And then I usually take their down payment, right? So when they give me $1,000 down, I usually take that and put it into Google Ads.
Okay, so that's how you're getting them the leads right away.
Yeah, getting them leads right away.
Okay.
So and then I'll keep those Google Ads running until the website's up doing what it needs to do.
Got it. Okay, that helps. Yeah, because it seemed like I was getting responses and I was sending these out, but I wasn't really getting anything back from that. And I'm just having people kind of ghosting me at that point after I'm saying, and I guess my attack plan wasn't as in depth as I wasn't saying, okay, we're going to target these keywords. It was more of a basic SEO plan that.
No,
I don't think I was giving enough detail for that.
You want to get in depth, just like you did on the screencast, and blow their mind with screenshots of here's a keyword, here's where you're currently ranking, this is how long it's going to take us to get up for that, and this is how much traffic you're going to get out of it. You're building their dream with the attack plan, not your dream. You're building their dream. And so we have to keep that picture in front of them, like, chiropractor, Colorado Springs, you're on the 4th page right now. When we get you up to the 1st, it gets 900 searches a month. You're going to be seeing anywhere from 50 to 75 new clients from this.
Yeah. And I've been kind of including that information in the screencast as well.
Yeah,
is
you do it both. The attack plan is really just the screencast on paper with something that they can sign to move forward.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. All right. That helps a lot then.
Yeah. That way we're not confusing them, right? You're not shooting a screencast over here and then trying to shoot some other shit. You want to give them something unique. And really, like if they were interested after the screencast, which yours are, right? Like you said, you got like 23 people after the screencast saying, hey, tell me more. Well, we want to keep that interest. Well, it kept their interest on the screencast. It's going to keep their interest on paper. And then on paper, it shows them that this is actually a contract. He's going to hold himself accountable here to these keywords he's telling me about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that totally helps.
Yep. And then, so that's the way we were doing that. But the reason I stopped doing that is it's really hard to know what somebody's willing to do with pricing. And so when you send out a attack plan or a proposal, it's really hard to know if they're going to, if the pricing that you have on there is too high, so you can't negotiate with them. So I love to do it on the phone of, hey man, here we are, walk through the proposal with them, boom, boom, boom. Everything looks great, right? Perfect. Go ahead and sign there. Now let's go ahead and talk about pricing from here. And I don't even give them the pricing there. I give it to them right on the phone. Hey, let's talk about pricing now. Normally I would be $2,000 setup fee, but I know after talking to you, you don't really have that type of money right now. So I can cut that down to $1,000 setup fee. And then normally we'd be at about $1,500 a month to run this campaign, and bringing you an extra 100 clients a month, like we discussed, is worth $1,500 a month easily to you, right? And they're going to say, yeah, absolutely. Well, I know that you're just getting started in business, so I can actually cut that down for you for the first 3 months down to $1,000 a month to really get you kick-started, get those leads coming in, let you land some of these deals, and then we can renegotiate and move you back up.
Okay.
So the whole time they're feeling like they're getting a deal.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's all the way that you word it and how you move them through progressively. And you're never going to get somebody on a first touch, or you can. I've gotten guys on the first touch. But most of them, usually I see most of my sales happen 5 to 8 touches. So between 5 to 8 touches. And so that's why we reach out to them, like you're doing now, or I like to cold call. I'm a cold call beast. So I don't even send the comments on their website anymore. I straight call them. Hey, this is Josh. I work with blah, blah, blah plumbers. I bring in a lot of leads. I'm looking for somebody to work in your area, but I don't want to waste your time or mine. So I shot you a quick video. It's custom to your business. I just need the best email to send it over to. I send them over a screencast, and that's how I open up doors there. Yeah,
and I've actually had a lot of good success using that same pitch for screencasts. And for this, it was mainly just because my wife has taken a more active role in the business, which is awesome. So she's actually at night or in the morning, she'll send out 60 of them for these contact forms. So it's been super easy as far as the amount of time it takes. You can sit on the couch and watch TV and just input.
Just do it. Yeah. So she's sending out 60 a day. And then what's your response rate?
We usually get 3 to 4 yeses to screencasts off of that.
Okay. So you're sitting at less than 10%.
Yeah.
But we need to get you up. You should be seeing a 10 to 20%.
Oh, really?
That might be just the way that you're customizing the message a little bit. Are you pinning them against their competitors in the message?
No, not at all. Oh, you mean as far as the one I'm putting out in the contact form?
Yeah.
Not at all. No.
And maybe adding that in there and just trying it, just hey, I shot you a custom video that's going to show you how to outrank bink the top 3 competitors. Where do I send this email to?
Okay.
You see what I mean? And that's going to catch their interest even more because you did your research and they know it's specific to them.
That makes sense. A little more personal.
So you'll take that 60, and instead of getting 4 or 5 yeses to screencast, which is really good, by the way, but I want to see you shooting 10 a day, because if you can start shooting 10 screencasts a day, you'll start landing business like crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we can double that, and we can double that just by doing a little bit more research and actually putting their top 3 competitors in it.
Okay. I mean,
really think about it being a business owner. If you're going through emails and you see this email come in, I'm not going to skip it if it says fucking, social SEO and my top competitors right there. I'm going to be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that just caught my interest real quick.
Well, no, just the fact that these don't go to the spam folder at all, rather than a cold email. That's been awesome for sending out the contact forms.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, It's a really good strategy, dude. We used it for a very long time.
Okay. Awesome.
So, and you can always, like, when a message, I noticed with that, because we use that for like about 18 months. I noticed like every 3 to 4 months, I'd switch up my messaging because it would start to slow down on messaging. So if you just switch up your message and what you're doing and be more direct of what you're trying to make, it continues to go. It's something that you can definitely kind of set and forget and just wake up every morning with 10 new screencasts to shoot.
Okay, cool.
And then how are your screencasts? What's your conversion now on your screencast? So we go in, we send out the message, we get the yes to the screencast, we send out the screencast. How many of those screencasts have you sent out to how many responses have you got?
I don't know those numbers off the top of my head. I mean, in the last couple of weeks, we've sent out, because we started this December 1st is when we really started hitting this hard. And I've had from screencasts, I think I've had 5 say yes. I think I've shot maybe 25
screencasts so you this month. Pretty good conversion rate, about 20%. That's pretty good. Yeah.
So, and that's, people saying, yes, we want more information from there.
Exactly. And once you catch them there, then what I want you to do from that point is go ahead and get them a proposal over, but really build it out nice. I'm talking really nice, look really professional. Make sure your company logo is up there at the top, a way for them to get a hold of you, a nice corporate picture of yourself in there, really describe who you are. Because at that point, you're selling yourself. You're selling your brand. Okay. So you need to look very presentable there. And you're going to send that proposal out and say, don't even send it out, actually. Get them on the phone and say, hey, I got the proposal right here. When do you have 5 minutes? And then what you want to do is you want to schedule a time. They say, hey, I got 5 minutes at noon. Call me back at noon. Get on the phone with them at noon. Send that proposal over to them right when you get on the phone with them and say, hey, check your inbox. Go through that proposal, answer any questions, have them sign it at the bottom, okay, or whatever you're doing. I don't even have people sign shit anymore. I just send them an email with everything. Have them do that, and then once they feel pot committed, now, hey, let's talk price. Hey, I know you're a new business or whatever, because you need to talk to them a little bit. While you're on that call, hey, tell me a little bit more about you, because you don't know enough about them yet. So tell me a little bit more about you. You've seen what I can do. But, what is the highest, what type of customer brings you the most profit? How is your business doing? Where do you see that you need the most work? All that kind of stuff, right? Like just dig in deep and ask questions on that call and get them to really build a dream with you, right? And then by the end of it, say, hey, after everything I heard here today, it sounds like you're a relatively new company, or hey, it sounds like your company is doing really well and you just want it to do better. So obviously we can bring in, 50 to 100 new leads for you that are qualified, just yours. You're not sharing them with anybody like most people do on Home Advisor, Angie's List, etc. And so, I'm able to do this for you for the low cost of boom, right? And here's where most people get messed up, Larry, is they get towards that end and they don't ask for a credit card. You have to ask for the sale. And so once you get all that, say, how would you like to pay? We can get started. We need to get started right away.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got to ask for that payment, because if you don't, right away when people hear price, then they want to come up with a bunch of objections. And there's only 2 objections in life. It's either the product or the price. Okay, so it's either your service and they don't believe in your service. But if you fill out the form well enough and you educate them when they're going through your proposal about who you are, then they're going to know that your product works. Also, they've seen the screencast, which blew their mind. So you've already built that up. So most of the time when you get there, it should never be product. It should never be that you can't do what you say you're going to do. It should be a price objection. So then you have to bend as a business owner and say, hey, it seems like $1,000 a month is too steep for this guy. What if I could knock this down to, 50% off for the first 3 months? Would that help you get started today? Right? You just want to ask questions. What if I could do this for you? What if I could do this for you? Right? And that's kind of where you want to go. And you got to get into the whole sales closing right there. But you got to ask for a card. You never want to get off. I see too many students. They get off the phone before asking for the money. They say, okay, let me get back to you. Or the customer talks them into, well, I need to talk to my wife, right? A lot of people hear, I need to talk to my wife. Well, you didn't need to talk to your wife when we first jumped on this call. So why do you need to talk to your wife now? You don't. The price is scaring you. Let's talk about that. And really bringing that out. And I even ask my customers, most sales guys, they want to overcome objections. I want to hear the objections so that I can actually answer it. I want to hit those head on. So I'll actually ask the guy, hey man, what's scaring you right now? What's stopping you right now from pulling the trigger? What is it? Just tell me. Is it the product? Is it the price? Is it me? What is it that's stopping you from moving forward? And then you'll get into something deeper, right? It's going to be, oh man, well, the last SEO company I paid didn't do it. Oh, what if I could give you a guarantee? What if, and you start overcoming those deep fears that these business owners have. And that's what allows you to close the deal.
Okay.
So don't be afraid of objections. Actually embrace them and try to find the objection. Because if you can find the objection and squash it, you're going to move forward with the sale.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm glad that's working for you. Do you feel more confident?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that was just, it seemed like something, we were missing something in that step. So yeah, that definitely helps a lot. So
yeah, you got to get in deep. Remember that your proposal, if you are going to send out a proposal, do it while you're on the phone with them. You have their interest. They want that proposal, right? But do it while you can answer the questions to them, all that kind of stuff. Do not discuss price on that proposal. You really just you're building their dreams with them. Here's the keyword you're missing, and this is how we're going to get you up, and this is how long it's going to take, and blah, 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 and then go to the next keyword. This is what we need to do on your site. I really just break the site down and say, here's the changes we need to make. Okay. So here's the rebuild that we have to do. Here's the keywords we're going to put on your site. Here's the links that we have to go and purchase because your competitors are beating you. Here's the citations we have to go get. And I just break it down. And what's really cool about that when I do that is that's the same shit I send to my team to build it. So as soon as I'm done, I just send it over and they do it.
Got it. That makes sense. So yeah, cut out that second piece of work. Okay.
Yep. So it's pretty cool of just breaking it down like that. And then I give them a little section about our company, about our team, about me, who I've worked with in the past, and that kind of stuff, right? So relatively simple there. Let me grab this real quick.
All right.
Dr. Hill, what's up, man?
Good. How was Cancun?
Cancun was good. Cancun was good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Colombia was a trip. We went there for like 5 days.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the only thing that you don't have is like the really beautiful beaches in Cancun.
Yeah.
But it's just the people, the food, the cost of living. It was spectacular, dude.
Man, the people are always amazing, right? That's like my favorite thing when it goes to travel is just meeting people and how nice they are. It's just crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just like people watching, man. It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's a blast.
Did you and Danelle just go, or who else went?
Yeah, just me and D.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it was a good trip.
You guys deserve that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Back to the grind.
You already know I got back here, I haven't slept.
You what?
I said I got back here, it's like I haven't even slept.
I know.
So
like a week to recover, exactly.
So are you ready to grab some links?
Yes, yeah.
What?
So Julianne's going to be here in a little while. Let me get back to you, and I'll tell you how much we want to do a month so we can boost those things up.
Okay. Yeah, my suggestion would be a minimum, Dr. Hill, probably $1,500 up to like $2,000 a month. It would be my minimum. That would be my suggestion to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. I'll give you a call back, dude.
All right. All right, boss. I'll talk to you soon.
Josh.
All right, bye. You see how I'm not selling? I'm giving him suggestions.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, right?
That was super simple. Wow.
So he's getting ready to sign up for $1,500 to $2,000. And it's not even me selling. It's just, hey, dude, like my suggestion after looking at your competition with you and going through all of that, it's $1,500 to $2,000. That's it. That's my suggestion. He calls
you saying, hey, let's do it. And wow.
Yeah, he just called. He said he's ready to go. He's just going to give me a call here in a little bit. So it's the way that we approach, right? I'm not selling. I'm educating. And so it's the same thing with him. Like all I did was the same thing that you did. Screencast to education to where actually my second one, the proposal, I was like, hey, dude, come up and check out. Let's talk about this proposal. And he's like, hey, let me just come up to your house. And so he actually came up here, sat down. We went through his competitors together. I was like, this is what it's going to cost to beat this competitor for this, for dental implants. This is what it's going to cost this competitor to beat them for dentures. And it kind of broke it down. And he's like, man, that seems like a lot. And I'm like, well, you just go after one at a time. So let's go after dental implants first, and let's go after this one next. And you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So I educated him so much while he was here and just let him know that, hey, man, even if you can't go with me, we made a friendship. We're cool. And here he is calling me after my trip.
Asking how your vacation was. And
So we're building a friendship, and it's because I'm educating, I'm not selling. And that's the same thing that you want to go into. I want to so over-educate these people to where even I get people a year later, 15 months later, 18 months later, reach back out and say, okay, Josh, I'm ready. Because I educate them. Anytime they think of online, anytime they think of leads, they think of me.
That makes sense.
And that's what you want to do as well.
Okay. So not come across as so much the salesperson, but more of the friend who's just trying to educate and give them a hand with their business.
I'm just here to educate. I don't need your business. I want your business, but I don't need it. It's not life or death to me. I'm not here to sell you on something. I'm here to educate you, to show you what you need to do. Whether you do that with me or not, that's totally up to you. Let's just see if we vibe and we work out good together.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. You got any other questions for me?
I don't think I do right now. I'm sure I'll think of something later. Just thinking on the conversation, but no, this is a huge help, and I appreciate you hopping on the call with me for sure. So,
okay. Do you mind if I post this in the group?
No, go for it. Actually, I would like for my wife to be able to watch this too. So I was hoping you were recording this.
Yeah, absolutely. I recorded it. I try to record most of these, and some of them get in the group, some of them don't. But I think this would be good for the group. I think a lot of people are stuck on prospecting. I think that you did a good job picking up what you've been trained on and getting out there and getting the yeses to screencast, shooting those screencasts, and then you're just kind of stuck on that next step. Yeah. I think that you're in a position and you know how to overcome that now. And just remember to always over-educate. Let's not shoot the screencast, and then on the proposal, let's not pitch right there. That's not the pitch time. It's more education time. Okay. Hey, this is what we need to do to your website. Your website's shit. Here's the keyword. Like, I'll take a keyword they're trying to rank for. 90% of the time when you put that keyword and you do Control F on their website and put that keyword in, they'll have it on their website 0 times. So I educate them that, hey, you're trying to rank for dental implant Colorado Springs, but when we go to that page or we go to your home page, it's not even on your website. So how is Google supposed to know?
Yeah.
And so I give them a detailed actual proposal that kind of breaks them down. That's the attack plan of this is what we need to do.
Okay. Awesome.
And we're just educating. We're just educating.
Yeah.
And if we educate enough, you get guys like this guy that reaches out and says, hey, man, I'm ready to go. What do we need to do?
Okay. Oh, yeah, that helps a ton. I mean, I don't think I was doing enough of the educating. I think I was doing more of the pitching. And so
just pitching and sales. It sounds like you went straight from screencast straight to a pitch.
Yeah, completely.
It should be screencast to more education, more building of what needs to be done and really educating them on why it needs to be done. And then once they believe in what you're doing, then it's, hey, man, for everything that you looked at here today and what we have to do, obviously there's a setup fee here. So, with the setup fee, I normally charge $3,000. I normally charge $2,000. I normally charge whatever. But today I can do that for you because you are a new business or because, I know that you want to stay with me long-term and we're going to be working on dental implants plus dental height, all this other stuff. So I can go ahead and break that down for you, and we'll build more of a relationship here. So I can break that down for you.
Okay, cool.
So that's what you get. You'll get some guys like this guy. He's good. His freaking website's already him. So he's already good. It's just straight into, hey, let's buy links. Let's go. We need links.
Okay.
So it's selling links at that point. But I think we're good. I'll post this in the group for you. If you got any more questions for me, reach out. I guarantee there's going to be a few students reaching out to you, asking you what strategy you're using. Just point them in the right direction.
I will, definitely.
All right, bro.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.